Alaska, the final frontier of the United States. A vast, untamed land full of mystery and wonder. It's not just snow and ice. Alaska holds breathtaking sights that few have ever seen. In this video, we'll guide you through some of the most stunning, lesser-known places in the state, where beauty remains untouched, just as it was created by nature. You'll witness peaceful bays that reflect towering mountains, slow-moving glaciers that have traveled over centuries, and deep green forests where bears, bald eagles, and moose roam freely. This isn't just a trip, it's a journey back to the purest form of nature. We'll take you to locations that don't appear on most travel maps, like Glacier Bay, with its enormous ice rivers. The untouched stretches of the Seward Highway, and the remote Aleutian Islands, where time seems to stand still. Every step in Alaska feels like a scene from a real-life cinematic masterpiece. Whether you're an adventure seeker, a nature lover, or simply someone looking to escape the city noise, Alaska will leave you speechless and may just change the way you see the world. It's like nowhere else on Earth. This is the land of the northern lights, snowstorms, and timeless beauty. So get ready to be amazed, to pause in awe at the breathtaking landscapes, and to feel Alaska with your whole heart. Welcome to Unseen of Alaska, your journey to the most amazing, magical, and hidden places in America's last great wilderness. Valdez, Alaska, is notable for its heavy snowfall, averaging 326 inches annually. This makes Valdez one of the most snow-filled locations in Alaska and the United States. Cold seasons here are consistently blanketed with deep snow, providing ideal conditions for cold weather recreational activities. Another key draw in Valdez is Prince William Sound, which covers an area of 1,500 square miles. The inlet is known for its deep and tranquil waters, making it a perfect spot for picturesque boat excursions. Valdez is also the endpoint of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline, which extends 800 miles. This conduit moves more than 500,000 barrels of crude oil each day, holding a vital position in North America's power sector. In 1989, Valdez gained notoriety because of the Exxon Valdez oil spill, when over 11 million gallons of petroleum leaked into Prince William Sound, resulting in a major ecological catastrophe. Furthermore, Horsetail Falls, which rises to 1,000 feet, is a stunning natural feature near Valdez. It is one of the easiest to reach and most remarkable cascades in Alaska. Sitka is situated on Baranof Island with a size of 1,700 square miles, making it one of the biggest islands in the United States. The island is recognized for its breathtaking natural scenery and is a perfect spot for those who enjoy discovering nature. One of the most thrilling aspects of Sitka is the nearby waters, which are inhabited by sea creatures such as humpback whales, porpoises, seals, and sea lions. By joining excursions, guests can view these animals in their native environment. Sitka has a typical wet climate, with an average precipitation of 120 inches per year. This supports a lush ecological system, with coastal rainforests that enhance the scenic charm of the region. Sitka is also the entrance to the Tongass National Forest, the largest federal forest in the United States, spanning over 16 million acres. This is an excellent place to experience untouched wilderness and join outdoor adventures. Fairbanks, Alaska, is notable for its extremely frigid weather. In the winter, temperatures here can plunge to 40 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit, making it one of the chilliest cities in North America. This severity creates a distinctive winter adventure for travelers. Moreover, Fairbanks is one of the top locations to observe the Northern Lights. This is a breathtaking natural occurrence where electrically charged particles from the sun interact with molecules in the air, forming vivid light shows. One can witness this wonder in the autumn and winter. Another fascinating aspect is the extreme shift in daylight and darkness. In the summer, daylight lasts up to 22 hours a day, while in the winter, the sun is visible for only about 3 hours. With winter temperatures ranging from 15 to 25 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit, it poses a serious challenge for those unfamiliar with the cold. In addition, the region is well known for its natural hot springs and abundant mineral wealth, especially gold, making it an appealing spot for adventurers and financiers. The Chugach Mountains in Seward ascend to a height of 10,000 feet, making them a perfect spot for trekking and discovery. This region also holds gold and copper reserves, which have had a significant part in the resource background of Alaska. Besides outdoor pursuits, this area is also remarkable for the fast environmental shift it is undergoing. Seward has experienced a rise in typical temperature by 3 degrees Fahrenheit over the last 50 years, greatly affecting the nearby surroundings, especially the ice fields. These shifts have made many spots more reachable, drawing more and more travelers to investigate. Additionally, Kenai Fjords National Park, with its expansive ice masses, is a must-visit when coming to Seward, where guests can discover the ongoing transformations in the natural environment. Juneau, Alaska is one of the most distinctive cities in the United States. It is the only municipality in Alaska that cannot be reached by highway, and the sole methods to arrive are by ship or aircraft. The number of residents in Juneau is only about 32,000 people, but the city is situated at a unique geographic location with an average height of 20 feet above sea level. Encircled by lofty mountains, Juneau has summits that rise above 3,800 feet. This forms a dramatic difference between the city and the natural landscape. Although it has a modest population, Juneau is notable for having one of the biggest glaciers in North America, Mendenhall Glacier. This glacier is expansive, and in certain areas, the ice is as deep as 1,800 feet. With around 90 to 100 inches of precipitation each year, Juneau ranks as one of the most humid places in the United States. Moreover, during summer, the daylight can extend up to 18 to 19 hours daily, while in winter, it reduces to merely about 6 hours of daylight each day. Wasilla, Alaska is the perfect location for those who appreciate frigid cold winters. During winter, temperatures can fall to as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit, providing a truly intense cold encounter for travelers. This is a wonderful chance to take part in outdoor pastimes like snow sports or trekking. In addition to the winter period, Wasilla is notable for its stunning natural landscape. The town is the entrance to Denali National Park, which contains North America's tallest summit, Denali, rising at an impressive 20,310 feet. It's the ideal place for those enthusiastic about mountain climbing and venturing into the wild. Wasilla is also well known for its sizable bodies of water, such as Wasilla Lake, which stretches 2,900 acres, and Lucille Lake, which spans 360 acres. These lakes are excellent locations for angling, especially throughout the warmer months. Petersville, Alaska, is an excellent spot to discover the untamed wilderness of Alaska. Situated just around 100 miles north of Anchorage, Petersville is conveniently reachable and a perfect option for those seeking tranquility and untouched nature. During winter, Petersville turns into a haven for open-air recreation. Guests can take part in activities such as snow skiing, ice skating, and snowmobiling, delivering an exciting cold season adventure. Lastly, Petersville Road links this region with other areas of Alaska. This is an ideal path for anyone wanting to experience a drive through the breathtaking natural landscapes of Alaska. Unalaska Island, situated in the Aleutian Islands, is the site of the busiest seafood port in the United States, Dutch Harbor. Over 700 million pounds of seafood are harvested here each year, offering a huge supply of marine food for the nation. This harbor holds a significant part in the U.S. seafood trade. Unalaska is also the location of one of the most active volcanoes, Makushin. This volcano not only contributes to the island's natural charm, but also has the ability to trigger minor ground vibrations when it's active. This makes the island a destination for those intrigued by the raw strength of the natural world. The weather in Unalaska is extremely severe. Gusts can reach velocities of up to 100 miles per hour, and winter temperatures frequently fall below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, with extended stretches of snowfall and precipitation. This setting presents a test for those searching for a daring escape. Unalaska also carries considerable historical value, particularly during World War II. In 1942, Dutch Harbor was attacked by the Japanese forces, placing the region as a key element in the U.S. defense plans during the conflict. Baranof Island is one of the largest landmasses in the Alexander Archipelago in Alaska. With an area of roughly 1,900 square miles, it offers a wide expanse for travelers to discover. The island features a rich habitat and breathtaking natural scenery. Mount Baranof is the tallest summit on the island, rising to a height of 9,141 feet. This mountain draws climbers and those who want to take in the spectacular sights of Alaska. It is a notable location for those looking for a test through mountain climbing. The island gets a large quantity of precipitation, with a yearly average of 150 inches. This plentiful rainfall encourages the development of a temperate rainforest, enhancing the island's lush and varied scenic beauty. Baranof Island has a mild climate in the summer, with temperatures averaging between 50 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. This makes it a great spot for guests who want to avoid the summer heat and breathe in the crisp, cool atmosphere. Anderson Bay is a pure natural region, mostly undisturbed by human presence. It is situated in a protected area of Alaska, offering untouched scenery and making it a perfect spot for those who value natural beauty. The water temperature in Anderson Bay can fall under 40 degrees Fahrenheit during the winter, creating a suitable setting for seals and sharks to flourish. This characteristic makes the region a favored location for visitors interested in ocean life. Extending roughly 6 miles, Anderson Bay provides plenty of room for discovery. This broad stretch of shoreline is ideal for those who look for peace and the breathtaking charm of the ocean. The environment in Anderson Bay is remarkably varied, with sea creatures like salmon, herring, and seals playing essential roles in keeping the natural harmony of the region. Lastly, Anderson Bay is a well-liked area for outdoor pastimes. Guests can take part in paddling, angling, and boating, letting them enjoy the clean air and scenic charm of the place. Dutch Harbor, situated in Unalaska, Alaska, is the biggest fishing harbor in North America by quantity, with over 750 million pounds of seafood delivered annually, particularly crab and pollock. This is a perfect location for those who are curious about the fishing field. The weather in Dutch Harbor is fairly severe, especially in winter when the temperature can fall under 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Nevertheless, in the summer, the weather is milder, around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, providing a comfortable and distinctive climate compared to other areas. Each year, Dutch Harbor yields more than 200 million pounds of crab, making up nearly 1/4 of the nation's crab output. This makes it the top hub for crab harvesting in the United States. Girdwood, Alaska is a perfect spot for those who enjoy cold weather sports, especially skiing. Alyeska Resort here is the biggest ski lodge in Alaska, spanning over 1,400 acres with more than 75 skiing paths. This is the ideal location for those wanting to test themselves with winter activities. Another main attraction is Mount Alyeska, which rises to a height of 3,939 feet above sea level. You can ride the tramway to the summit and take in stunning sights of the valley and Cook Inlet. During winter, Girdwood has just a handful of daylight hours daily, from 10 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. However, in summer, you can witness the event of the midnight sun, where the sun remains above the horizon for several weeks. Lastly, Girdwood is an excellent location for whale spotting. The nearby waters are inhabited by different whale types such as grey whales and belugas, especially during the warmer months. Glacier Bay is one of the most remarkable regions of Alaska, well known for its enormous ice fields. A top example is Muir Glacier, which is more than 35 miles in length and 3 miles across at its broadest section. These ice masses continue to shift and transform each day. Observing the transformations in the glaciers over the years, Glacier Bay has experienced a major withdrawal of its ice formations. Over the past 200 years, these ice fields have pulled back by more than 65 miles. Specifically, Muir Glacier has shrunk by 2/3 in the past 100 years, showing the strong influence of global warming. The habitat of Glacier Bay is also extremely varied. With over 250 kinds of birds, more than 40 varieties of sea creatures, and many land animals, it's a perfect spot for nature enthusiasts. With a typical summertime temperature of 50 degrees Fahrenheit and winters that can fall under 20 degrees Fahrenheit, the climate here is tough but suitable for many kinds of animals and vegetation. Seward Highway is one of the most scenic routes in the United States, spanning 127 miles from Anchorage to Seward. This route is part of the National Scenic Byway, honored for its breathtaking natural surroundings. The views along the path are truly awe-inspiring, with a combination of towering peaks, saltwater inlets, and rugged shorelines. This makes Seward Highway a perfect location for outdoor enthusiasts. Seward Highway is not only well known for its scenic charm, but also acts as an entrance to a range of thrilling recreational activities. Guests can take part in angling, trekking, or discovering nearby public parks. The highway goes through different environments, from coastal marshes to spruce woods and grassy hillsides, offering a great chance to spot animals. The tallest point on Seward Highway climbs to 1,200 feet, where travelers can take in wide-ranging vistas of the Kenai Peninsula and Turnagain Arm. Turnagain Arm stands out because of its incredibly powerful tidal shifts, with the tide rising up to 40 feet, exposing wide mudflats when the water recedes. This location is one of the spots with the most dramatic tidal variations in North America, making it a one-of-a-kind destination. The highway alongside Turnagain Arm, known as the Seward Highway, is among the most picturesque routes in the United States. It is designated as a National Scenic Byway, featuring jaw-dropping views of peaks and ice fields. This area also hosts a large range of creatures, such as Dall sheep and elk, along with numerous seabirds. It's a thrilling chance for anyone passionate about animals and nature photography. Lastly, When the tide recedes, the mudflats of Turnagain Arm stretch over 2,000 acres. These zones function as critical environments for traveling birds, offering a rare natural show. Tongass National Forest is the biggest federal woodland in the United States, spanning over 16 million acres. This enormous region is so expansive that it can contain 2 whole states, West Virginia and Maryland. Tongass is notable not only for its vast scale, but also as one of the few mild-zone rainforests in North America. Furthermore, Tongass shelters over 100 types of mammals. Included among them are emblematic creatures like grizzly bears, snow panthers, and red salmon. These animals play a vital part in sustaining the environmental equilibrium of the region. Another outstanding aspect of Tongass is its role in addressing global warming. It captures around 8 million tons of CO2 each year, which matches the output of more than 1.5 million automobiles. With its abundant species variety and ability to store carbon, Tongass is a prime spot for wilderness lovers. Pastimes such as angling, trekking, and observing animals are especially favored in this locale. The forest is likewise recognized for its gigantic Sitka spruce plants, which may reach heights of up to 300 feet. These plants are some of the tallest and most ancient on Earth, with some surviving for over 1,000 years. Taku Glacier is among the biggest ice masses in southeast Alaska, extending roughly 56 kilometers in length and reaching up to 3 kilometers in breadth at certain areas. With such remarkable dimensions, it draws interest from both scientists and travelers. In contrast to numerous glaciers worldwide that are diminishing, Taku Glacier continues to expand. This persistent growth is an uncommon occurrence and reflects particular traits regarding climate variation in the zone. One of the notable aspects of Taku Glacier is the drifting of enormous ice formations into Taku Inlet. These huge frozen blocks can weigh up to millions of tons, forming a stunning and breathtaking view. Studies indicate that intense tremors in the area have influenced the motion and transformations of the glacier. This is a key element in grasping how Taku Glacier has evolved over the years. The nearby region of Taku Glacier also shelters multiple animal kinds, including bears, deer, and marine birds, enriching the plentiful and varied biological system of the locale. Denali National Park and Preserve is among the most notable national reserves in the United States. With a size of up to 6 million acres, this reserve is as vast as more than 100 New York municipalities. The most remarkable characteristic is Denali, the highest summit in North America, with an elevation of 20,310 feet. This is one of the mountains that adventurers from across the globe aim to scale. Famous for its abundant animal environment, the reserve shelters brown bears, gray wolves, moose, and lynx. With over 200 varieties of birds, you can spot them in their original surroundings without traveling too far. The climate in the reserve can plunge extremely low, hitting 40 degrees during the cold season, posing a difficulty for those who wish to take part in outside recreation. Lastly, Denali National Park and Preserve contains just one primary route, which stretches 92 miles, helping the reserve stay peaceful and minimally influenced by the commotion of civilization. Hatcher Pass is a must-visit location in Alaska, located at an altitude of 3,886 feet. From this point, you can witness stunning panoramas of the nearby peaks and lowlands. A notable element of Hatcher Pass is the Independence Mine. This was one of Alaska's biggest gold mining sites, functioning from the 1930s to 1951. The site yielded millions of dollars in gold for the area. To arrive at Hatcher Pass, travelers can go along the Hatcher Pass route, which covers 60 miles and links Palmer and Willow. Nevertheless, the path turns rough, narrow, and steep after mile 17.5, making it improper for RVs or oversized automobiles. With its varied and demanding landscape, Hatcher Pass is a perfect place for snowmobiling. It is among the most well-known snowmobiling spots in south-central Alaska. Hatcher Pass welcomes guests from late June to mid-September each year. This is the ideal period to discover the region and enjoy all the scenic charm it provides. Palmer, Alaska, is distinguished by its distinctive weather. In the cold season, temperatures may fall beneath -30 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas the warm season stays comfortable with typical temperatures between 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. This offers a perfect setting for open-air recreation. Importantly, the Matanuska-Susitna Basin, where Palmer resides, is among the most productive farming zones in Alaska. Tomatoes and cucumbers in this area can become twice as big as in other places, and certain radishes can reach up to 50 pounds. Palma is likewise a great place for animal enthusiasts. You can effortlessly observe brown bears, moose, and wolves throughout the vicinity. Annually, Palma organizes the Matanuska Valley Festival, which brings in thousands of guests. This occasion showcases farming contests, animal displays, and energetic musical shows. Moreover, Palma is recognized for outdoor pursuits like trekking or booking helicopter flights to admire the breathtaking scenery of the Chugach Range. Kenai River spans approximately 82 miles in length, and it is one of the most renowned rivers in Alaska. It passes through untamed and untouched environments, making it a perfect location for individuals who enjoy discovering natural splendor. Kenai River is particularly recognized for housing king salmon. These creatures can attain masses of up to 97 pounds, establishing Kenai River as one of the top locations globally for capturing king salmon. The prime period for salmon movement into the river runs from June to August, when the quantity of salmon traveling through the zone is at its peak. This is the best moment for fishers to engage in salmon angling tournaments. Kenai River also shelters over 40 types of animals, including brown bears, moose, and numerous others, forming a vibrant and varied habitat. For wildlife enthusiasts, this is a sight you shouldn't overlook. The liquid in Kenai River is extremely chilly, with degrees ranging from 32 to 45. This frigid water assists in supporting organisms in the river's severe setting. Ketchikan, Alaska, is recognized as the municipality with the greatest precipitation in North America. With over 160 inches of rainfall annually, it is referred to as the rain hub of Alaska. This leads to vibrant natural scenery and varied fauna. Besides its distinctive precipitation, Ketchikan is also a favored spot for those passionate about angling, particularly salmon fishing. The salmon period extends from May to September, and the streams and inlets are filled with fish. Another notable aspect of Ketchikan is its array of totem poles. The town contains over 80 totem carvings, which are part of the traditional legacy of the Tlingit and Haida native communities. Ketchikan is situated on Revillagigedo Island, spanning an area of around 8.4 square miles. It is the most expansive settlement on the island and is part of the Alexander Island group. Although it has a resident count of only about 13,000 individuals, Ketchikan draws over 1 million travelers every year due to its grand natural surroundings and outdoor recreations. Kenny Fjords National Park is a splendid natural haven, emphasized by over 38 inlets shaped over millennia by the motion of ice sheets. These coves create a grand setting that draws thousands of travelers each year. Inside the park, Exit Glacier remains one of the most remarkable elements, extending about 4.3 miles. It is one of the broadest and most reachable glaciers in the United States. Touring this glacier gives visitors the opportunity to observe directly the ecological shifts happening. Kenai Fjords shelters a wide range of fauna, from gray whales, beluga whales, and sea mammals to sea lions, grizzly bears, red foxes, and many varieties of seabirds. The weather in the park is distinct, with typical yearly precipitation falling between 75 to 120 inches, forming a rare and flourishing environment. The scenery here stays vibrant with pure creeks and dense woodlands. Lastly, more than 40% of the park's surface area is located within a maritime preservation zone, aiding in safeguarding sea creatures and giving guests incredible chances for boat excursions to admire the shoreline sights. Katmai National Park, situated in Alaska, is a federal park recognized for containing over 1,000 volcanoes. This is one of the most geologically active regions in the United States, with the greatest eruption on record at Nova Rupta in 1912. This blast formed a bizarre terrain called the Valley of 10,000 Smokes, where you can witness heated earth and distinctive geothermal features. Katmai houses over 2,200 grizzly bears, the highest number in any federal park in the US. These animals are frequently spotted at Brooks Falls, where they grab salmon from the Cascades, creating a remarkable scene that draws tourists. The park covers an immense region of 4 million acres, significantly larger than numerous other national parks. It is a perfect spot for nature-based activities like trekking, climbing, and overnight stays. Katmai also distinguishes itself with more than 100 ponds and countless streams, offering a perfect environment for fauna and an outstanding chance for explorers to discover the scenic charm of the park. Mendenhall Glacier is one of the most renowned and reachable ice fields in Alaska. This ice mass is roughly 12 miles in length, a remarkable size that demonstrates its magnificence. It is a perfect location for those who wish to experience the untouched splendor of the wilderness. Mendenhall Lake sits at the foot of the glacier and spans about 1.6 square miles. This body of water is produced by the thaw of the glacier, forming a breathtaking setting that draws many travelers. Mendenhall Glacier is not immobile. It shifts at a typical pace of around 600 feet annually. This motion is a visible sign of the glacier's continual transformation through the years. Mendenhall Glacier holds an average warmth of about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Nevertheless, it is currently influenced by global warming, leading it to dissolve more rapidly. Kodiak Island, Alaska, is an intriguing location for those who appreciate the wilderness. It is renowned for being the habitat of the Kodiak bear, one of the biggest bear kinds on the planet. These Kodiak bears can reach weights of up to 1,500 pounds and rise as high as 10 feet when standing upright, making for a genuinely awe-inspiring view in nature. Moreover, Kodiak Island is the perfect spot for angling lovers. The island is noted for its plentiful sockeye salmon, Chinook salmon, and halibut. Fishing here is not just a common pastime, but also a major attraction for travelers seeking premium angling adventures. Kodiak Island covers a massive region of roughly 3,588 square miles, ranking it among the biggest islands in Alaska. The expansive and untouched scenery offers an optimal environment for fauna. The weather on Kodiak Island is rather damp, with yearly precipitation of 75 to 100 inches. This fosters a rich ecosystem, supporting the development of various flora and fauna. Lastly, Kodiak's port is one of Alaska's largest and most active harbors. It processes approximately 1 billion pounds of seafood every year, mainly salmon and prawns, contributing significantly to the area's economy. Dalton Highway is one of the most well-known routes in Alaska, 414 miles in length, linking Fairbanks with Prudhoe Bay. This highway is not only the primary path for carrying petroleum from the Arctic petroleum fields, but also a location full of obstacles for those who enjoy exploration. What makes Dalton Highway so remarkable is its peril. In wintertime, temperatures can plummet to 40 degrees, with powerful gusts and prolonged blizzards. This makes commuting on this route extremely tough and risky. Along the route, there are very few fuel stations and lodges. The gap between fuel stops can reach up to 100 miles, which demands motorists to be thoroughly equipped before setting off. Moreover, Dalton Highway passes through terrain near the Arctic Circle, where many rare wild creatures, such as caribou and grizzly bears, reside. The untouched scenery and fauna are significant draws for travelers. Because of severe climate conditions and dense usage, Dalton Highway needs regular upkeep. Snow and frost erode the path, and massive freight trucks from the petroleum business can greatly damage the roadbed. Anchorage, Alaska is a distinctive location with many captivating natural aspects. First, the city has a record minimum temperature of -38 degrees Fahrenheit. Nevertheless, despite the chill, Anchorage continues to be a well-liked spot for cold-season pastimes like snow sports and watching the aurora borealis. Another notable detail is the summer daylight in Anchorage extends up to 22.5 hours per day, presenting an excellent chance to partake in open-air activities. If you admire rare natural wonders, Anchorage in summertime offers the sensation of nearly continuous sunshine. The city also lies on the Pacific crustal plate edge, which triggers regular tremors in the region. One of the most intense quakes in memory, the Great Alaska Quake of 1964, reached a strength of 9.2 on the Richter scale, the most forceful ever noted in North America. With an expanse of 1,946 square miles, Anchorage occupies over 40% of the whole state of Alaska, yet its population is only about 300,000, providing ample room for inhabitants and tourists alike. Finally, Anchorage shelters more than 130 varieties of wildlife, including brown bears and beluga whales. This presents a remarkable chance to witness creatures in their native surroundings. Talkeetna, Alaska, is a perfect spot for those who enjoy venturing into the wild. Situated close to Denali, the tallest summit in North America at 20,310 feet, Talkeetna serves as the entrance to this region, drawing climbers from around the globe. With its unique subpolar weather, Talkeetna provides a distinctive atmospheric setting. During the colder months, guests can observe the stunning northern lights, one of the most breathtaking natural sights in the world. The temperature in Talkeetna varies widely, shifting from 70 degrees Fahrenheit in the warmer months to -40 degrees Fahrenheit during the colder season. This results in an extremely severe climate, but also a tempting one for thrill seekers. At a height of 1,500 feet above sea level, Talkeetna gets more than 90 inches of snowfall annually, offering ideal circumstances for snowy pastimes. Moreover, this region shelters a range of creatures such as grizzlies, elk, timber wolves, and wild canines forming a rich and varied natural habitat. Kodiak Island, Alaska, is an intriguing location for those who appreciate the wilderness. It is renowned for being the habitat of the Kodiak bear, one of the biggest bear kinds on the planet. These Kodiak bears can reach weights of up to 1,500 pounds and rise as high as 10 feet when standing upright, making for a genuinely awe-inspiring view in nature. Moreover, Kodiak Island is the perfect spot for angling lovers. The island is noted for its plentiful sockeye salmon, Chinook salmon, and halibut. Fishing here is not just a common pastime, but also a major attraction for travelers seeking premium angling adventures. Kodiak Island covers a massive region of roughly 3,588 square miles, ranking it among the biggest islands in Alaska. The expansive and untouched scenery offers an optimal environment for fauna. The weather on Kodiak Island is rather damp, with yearly precipitation of 75 to 100 inches. This fosters a rich ecosystem, supporting the development of various flora and fauna. Lastly, Kodiak's port is one of Alaska's largest and most active harbors. It processes approximately 1 billion pounds of seafood every year, mainly salmon and prawns, contributing significantly to the area's economy.